Hey YouTube, this is Max, 17 Conceited. I just wanted to go do a quick run through over the regional deck list I played this weekend in Norcross, Georgia. Yeah, I played a Light Sworn Dragon deck. It's not really the best deck in my opinion, but it's a really fun deck, which is why I played it. Sorry for the very terrible video quality, but yeah, on with the deck list. I played two Lumina because she's like, and just another Lightsworn monster. Pretty much the main reason I played her was to reuse my Lila over and over again while sending more lights and darks to the graveyard. So that's why she's in here. Garoth, only because he's another Lightsworn target for JD, and I run one JD, so that's why Garoth's in there. If I could, I'd run two Janes instead of Garoth, because Jane is really good, runs over Thunder Kings, and heroes. That's what he's good for. I don't know, whatever. One Aaron, really good against Reapers, and especially Zen mains. Just bounce them out of there and keep going. Two Rykos for spell and trap destruction, and then three Lilas for the same reason. I love Lila. She got warninged a lot. Every time she got warninged, I felt like I had game that turn because they dropped 2,000, and then I just plow through them with my dragons, and Lila's just really good. One Gores and played the old Lightsworn theme, and an Honest. There it is, and an Honest who snuck away somehow. Honest, Plague, and Gores, because I run very little back row. So Honest is a good trap, and so is Gores. Plague for synchroing. One Sangan. I wish I would have had tour guides, but Sangan's just good. Switches out my Lightsworn for a recharge or a trooper. It's just pretty good. Two Thunder Kings stops a lot of the meta decks, so run it to slow them down. And then my favorite card all day, Card Trooper. If they open up Thunder King or even an Alias with no back row, Trooper did what it was supposed to do. I summoned it. If they didn't Veiler it right away or Spark it right away, I pretty much milled exactly like I wanted to and just plussed off of their monster, which is really good. Trooper's just really good. I'm not gonna. I mean, this is obvious. The dragons I ran, the three wyverns. Search out your big monsters like Dark Arm, JD, and your two meadows, because you don't really need any more. You only need two because you'll search it pretty easily enough with the three wyverns, and yeah, and it'll be milled, so you're good. And then the other dragons, the three pulsars, and then I only picked to run two dark flares. I didn't find it that necessary. It's really good against sectors, but other than that, it's not that boss of a card. Since a lot of people think that if you use dark flare and you pitch a wyvern and you banish the same wyvern, you'll get the effect. You don't. You miss timing on that. So make sure you know that. It's really crucial so you don't misplay with this deck. And the Chaos Monsters, two Sorcerers and one BLS. As for spells, yeah, monsters, spells. Charge and three recharges. And then staple spells, Dark Hole, Heavy Reborn. And that is the deck list. Side deck, real quick. I ran three Veilers. I borrowed two, so it's yeah, there was three of them here. I didn't main them because I ended up playing a lot of Skill Drain and Dark World. So Veiler, I'm glad I didn't main. If I would have mained this, it would have been a terrible game one loss. But I sided these in against in sectors only, and I only played one sector match the entire day, which I didn't do well against. But yeah, Veiler is not a good card in this deck, I don't think. So I sided them all three of them. I also sided the three crows. Also, I sided against the sectors in Dark World. Pretty boss card. It's really good against sectors. It's just amazing against sectors. I sided three electric viruses because I figured there'd be a lot of mirror matches. So three of these. I only used it honestly on against one deck, maybe two decks, but it rarely was used. But the times I did use it, it won me the game pretty much easily enough. And then two puppet plants. The reason why I sided these is because I had a feeling that I would see samurais or heroes do very well. This actually won me a game against heroes, and it helped win a game against samurais that I didn't really need it against. But yeah, they summon their Shien and you just wreck them with it, and then tribute it, or they summon a Shining, you tribute it, and then yeah, it's just really good. There's like no, or you just kill them with their own Shining. It's pretty much a auto win card if you draw it. And then outside of the Dreamless Teas in the book, that's the side deck. As for the extra deck, I played Levier, one Leviathan, one Acid Golem, one Utopia, one Utopia Ray. This card is this almost won me a game against Insectors, but unfortunately he had the nuts, so I couldn't really win. But it got rid of his Dark Armed and his field of everything else by booking it and just destroying it while face down. Android, there was over 30 burn decks at our small regionals, so this was the last minute decision to like not die against burn, so that's why this is in here. Catastor, Bionic, Iron Chain, Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, Stardust, Void Ogre Dragon, Mistworm. I never played Mistworm all day, so I don't even know why I ran it. It never occurred to me to use it. Never needed it. Void Ogre Dragon was a low Z card, but it's still pretty good. Like, if I'm top decking and they're top decking, I have a Plague and I can play Light Pulsar, this was coming out because I was going to Shien and then just beat face with 3,000. If it dies and then I lose the Light Pulsar later, I can bring him back. Or I can Red Eyes it back. So he's going to hit the field a lot. It's like a Shien that's like every couple turns will come back if you kill it. So it's just ridiculous. I love it. That's the deck list I played. Chaos Dragons. Sorry, it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but been really busy. Hopefully, you like the deck and you'll play it, because if you don't hollow it out like this, it's actually pretty cheap. So yeah, play hard or go home. Peace out, YouTube.